President Trump made a big announcement this week.
A gold card. You have a green card. This is a gold card. We're going to be putting a price on that card of about $5 million, and that's going to give you green card privileges plus. It's going to be a route to citizenship, and wealthy people will be coming into our country by buying this card.
Would a Russian oligarch be eligible for a gold card?
Yeah, possibly. Hey, I know some Russian oligarchs that are very nice people.
FastPass. You're thinking of Disneyland's FastPass. Disneyland, where dreams come true for a price. Hi, I'm Jacob, the Seattle Soy Boy. Welcome to Late News Last Night. Don't forget to subscribe and like. Now let's do some headlines. Earlier this month, the AP was barred from the White House press briefings because they refused to call it the Gulf of America because of their international audience. Here's what Press Secretary Caroline Leavitt had to say about it.
It is a fact that the body of water off the coast of Louisiana is called the Gulf of America, and I'm not sure why news outlets don't want to call it that. If we feel that there are lies being pushed by outlets in this room, we are going to hold those lies accountable.
That's right. We don't allow lies in this room. Now stop interrupting me with your lies so that I can lie about how we're funding overseas DEI musicals.
At the waste and abuse that has run through USAID, $70,000 for a production of a DEI musical in Ireland, $47,000 for a transgender opera in Colombia.
First off, musicals are DEI by default, and second, the government doesn't need to hand out money for musicals because it should be getting royalties for being the sole inspiration for Hamilton. Over the course of February, Trump has completely reversed the United States' position on the Ukraine war, dodging questions about Ukraine being an equal negotiating partner and calling Zelensky a dictator, which even he thought was crazy.
Mr. President, do you still think that Mr. Zelensky is a dictator?
Did I say that? I can't believe I said that. Next question.
What? He can't believe... Does he just black out every time he says something crazy? We're gonna have a great deal. It's gonna... Nancy Pelosi's a Mexican Muslim who castrates goats to harvest their transgender serum. Oh, gosh golly darn, did I just say something crazy again? But that's not the only insane thing he had to say about Ukraine.
I think I have the power to end this war. Well, you've been there for 3 years. You should have ended it 3 years. You should have never started it.
Yeah, if Ukraine hadn't been dressing so slutty and flirting with the bad NATO delinquents, maybe Russia wouldn't have moved in on her like a bitch. And the crazy didn't stop there.
We're actually going to Fort Knox to see if the gold is there. We're going to open up the doors. I'm going to see if we have gold there. We want to find out. Did anybody steal the gold in Fort Knox? We're going to inspect Fort Knox to make sure the gold is there.
He sounds like Miss Piggy eating the chestnuts.
Mother! I thought you said we couldn't eat the chestnuts until Father and Tiny Tim get home. Oh, I wasn't eating them. I was merely checking them to see if they were not burnt. It's a chef's thing, dear.
Fox News pundit Larry Kudlow made this strange remark about water pressure.
I can't thank President Trump enough. He's going to make showers great again. For the first time in 4 years, I could take a real shower with the water pounding down on me. It will be a wonderful feeling. I've missed it with real, strong, live water flow because it will have a strong water flow and get the job done. Trump washing machines will get all those stains out that you could never do with Biden's little puny water trickle.
Oh, well, that explains our new sponsor.
Lonely tonight? Then you should try getting pounded from Daddy Trump's shower head. Now you can get head in the privacy of your own home.
I'm gonna come.
You could feel like Trump is pounding you right there in your shower. With 8 different settings, there's many ways to get the water pressure you've been craving. No more disappointing nights with wimpy Biden shower heads. Feel like Daddy Trump's dirty little boy while getting so clean. Side effects may include damaged skin, blood force trauma from falling, ripped open rectum, and nausea from being such a Trump ass kisser.
Last week, Elon Musk, seen here getting rejected for a high five, sent an email to just about all federal workers asking, "What did you do last week?" instructing them to respond with 5 bullet points. The problem was the email was sent to employees of intelligence agencies and judicial staff not even under the executive branch. Many department leaders were confused and ordered their department not to respond, and it was unclear whether failure to respond resulted in termination. Well, to clear up the confusion, here's what the president and Emperor Edgelord had to say.
We wish to keep everyone who is doing a job that is essential and doing that job well. But if the job is not essential or they're not doing the job well, they obviously should not be on the public payroll.
But those people are on the bubble, as they say. You know, they're going to be gone. Maybe they're not around. Maybe they have other jobs. Maybe they moved and they're not where they're supposed to be. You can't work at home. They're not working, but they're not working, or they're certainly not working hard.
Leave it to those two to imply that government workers are lazy by sending a generic mass email that took 2 minutes to compose, asking employees to do the work Doge is supposed to do. It couldn't get any more hypocritical than that.
They're not working. They're playing tennis, they're playing golf, or they have other jobs.
Sorry, I interrupted you with clips. You were saying?
We think there are a number of people on the government payroll who are dead, which is probably why they can't respond. And some people who are not real people, like they're literally fictional individuals that are collecting paychecks. Well, somebody's collecting paychecks on a fictional individual.
If people don't respond, it's very possible that there is no such person, or they're not working.
So let me get this straight. Criminals in the government painstakingly faked thousands of employee resumes, IDs, HR info, and bank accounts to steal money from the government, and you're like, they'll never be able to fake a short email. That's like if a tax auditor showed up to a ventriloquist house and didn't open the door. It says here you have 12 dependents. Can you verify that for me? I'm here. Me too. Present.
No.
A government staffer was so pissed about the layoffs that in a government building, this AI video of Trump sucking on Elon's toes was played on all the TVs, and they had to unplug the TVs because they were struggling to stop the video. Ew! Elon Musk has 2 left feet, which explains this. CPAC was held this week, and somebody foolishly gave Elon a dangerous tool. No, I'm not referring to Trump.
This is the chainsaw for bureaucracy. Chainsaw!
Well, that explains the email Musk sent to government workers this morning with the subject line, "Here's Johnny!" He looks like a rapper that was created with AI and it had a power outage midway through. He was clearly referencing a meme of himself, but he couldn't refrain from talking about it.
I'm living the meme. It's like there's living the dream and there's living the meme, and it's pretty much what's happening, you know.
Okay, Elon, I think you've had enough screen time. X is really warping your brain.
I am become meme. Yeah, pretty much.
In response, government workers who'd been laid off said, "Icahn has health insurance?" But if Musk wants to be a meme so bad, why don't we just create some in the hopes that he'll emulate it? Here's one of him eating a Tide Pod. And here's one of him throwing a dart and missing government inefficiency. Or this one did better than I ever could. Don't worry, there's still more Elon.
The left wanted to make comedy illegal, you know? Yeah. Like, you can't make fun of anything. So then it's like, comedy sucks. It's like, nothing's funny. You can't make fun of anything.
Of course Democrats want to make comedy illegal. They're so uptight, they only allow like 20 plus news comedy shows in the past 10 years, as opposed to Republicans who have Bill Maher? Gutfeld doesn't count, and here's why.
They just revealed what the left most fears: men emulating this guy. The rap also cites data that suggests many young men will look to Hollywood rather than real life for male role models. Right. And men will watch the WNBA to learn how to dunk a basketball.
His own audience isn't even laughing. I bet if Fox gave me a show, I could do better with no writing staff. Here's one for free.
Should members of Congress and their spouses be banned from trading individual stocks while serving in Congress?
Because this is a free market and we are a free market economy. They should be able to participate in that.
Oh, so now you suddenly care about the free market. What about your support for Obamacare? Now Obamacare knows exactly how Biden feels. As soon as she was asked that question, she went full George Costanza from Seinfeld. Anyway, Musk continued.
It's like, legalize comedy. Yeah. Legalize comedy.
Mom, quick! We have to leave the country! I'm gonna be arrested for doing comedy!
Sweetie, you don't have anything to worry about. I mean, your show isn't comedy.
FBI, open up! Oh, sorry, wrong house. Hey Elon, you know how I know comedy is legal? Because most of my comedy show is clips of you making a fool of yourself. Papa John's unveiled a new garlic bath bomb. Wait, check if Hannibal Lecter is still in his cell. Oh no. That's right, Papa John's invented a garlic bath bomb. Oh, so that's how they do it. I bet the patrons who use this bath bomb were like, oh my god, it tastes so good. Well, that's all the news I have for now. See you next week when we get a special interview with a Trump DEI exterminator.